Hello and welcome to Reviews. Um, Yesterday was Christmas, so allow me to give a belated Merry Christmas out to everyone. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays. Whatever, the feelings there. Um, but because of this was a short week with new releases, and yeah, not a lot came out, so maybe I can finally get a chance to catch up on a few things. And so yeah, when I saw that Maneaters #4 was coming out, I think I've mentioned my regular comic shop doesn't really stock a lot of the smaller books. They tend to do the main books and a few scattering stuff that they think will sell. But it's not like they used to do way back in the day where they had, like a full wall, a ton of things. They've had to scale down. And so I had to go to my backup, one of my backup comic shops. And yeah, and I got the last copy. Well, the last main copy. They did have a copy of the alternate, the variant cover that they were trying to push on me. In fact, one of the ladies loved it. She thought it was brilliant. I think that was her exact word. Um, in fact, I can show you what the alternate cover is here. The white cat with the different colored eyes and the bloody maw. Yeah, it's a bloody pussy cat. Yeah, it's very on the nose. It's quite on the nose. And, SJW books are not subtle. And I love this cover. And maybe it's because I love black cats. I've owned black cats all my life. And I'm actually at a period now where I don't have a black cat. That's why I have butters. Since my last one, who lived to be 15, I had to put him down, unfortunately. But anyway, I love this cover. It's a very striking cover. Even had they done it with the two eyes, with the color of the cat fight, it looks good. But having the full cat, this is a well done cover. Now, can you hear the train? I had a work call come in, so I'm filming a little bit later. Sorry. Um, so yeah, you're probably wondering, why am I talking so much about the cover? Well, it was pointed out, and I agree after watching the previous video, that this book, Maneaters, brings out the worst in me. It really does. Um, and I'm not a MGTOW MRA type. Yeah, I don't like the whole SJW thing. The being offended for the sake of being offended, and I kind of think that Chelsea Cain, and I thought maybe she was doing this book as a over the top parody, to get reactions, to get attention, and haha, I got you guys, I fooled you all, and no, I think she really thinks that way, um, and I, I'm trying to be nice, but as the more I read this book, the I kind of get a less opinion, a lesser opinion of Chelsea with each one, because I'm not seeing a well individual. But I like to separate the art from the artist. Maybe she's doing this on purpose. Maybe she is trolling, and this is shit post a book. So let's talk about issue 3, the previous issue. As you know, Maud, the teenage protagonist, it was revealed that she has not been drinking the special water. In fact, she and her friends have been buying up all the boys' water, and the one with all the estrogen-free water. And and yeah, her mother is a member of that anti-cat hunting group called SCAT. Her father is a homicide detective. They're hunting down a woman that's had a panther attack, that's been attacking as a panther, I should say. And now we find that their daughter, we see at the end, her eyes are turning into cat eyes. She's turning into a cat. So now it's all coming to a head. Okay, some of the premise is interesting. Its execution, I don't. It's over the top. It's on the nose. It thinks it's clever. It's not. But at the base, it's an interesting premise. Yeah, it's been done before. Cat people back in the '80s. But it's an interesting premise. So it's all going to come to a head, right? Maybe the parents are going to find out what's going on with Maud, and no, 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 no. That's not even what happens. You want to know what this book is? it's Cat Fight, This Boy's Guide to Dangerous Cats. It's basically a magazine in universe. It's kind of like propaganda. It's put out by one of the companies, and it's I don't even I don't even know how to review this. I, I I I don't know what they were going for with this. It's not a comic book. It's a parody magazine, and you can't even say that, how like some books have annuals or special things. No, it's still in. This is the fourth issue. It's okay. I'm going to skip this page because it has some kind of could be considered graphic. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Just shows some injuries, but yeah, basically, this is like cat fancy in their universe if it was targeted at boys who are afraid of being attacked. Hence, cat fancy meets Maxim. No, not Maxim. That's too sexist. But GQ maybe. I don't know. So here we have, it opens up with the letters from the editor. It has fake ads. Okay, here's the actual issue indica here. But yeah, we have fake ads. Yeah, little army men. Yeah, haha. They love their stock photos. But as it says in here, yeah, according to a recent study, boys raised by women tend to associate cats with positive words like smart, deliberate, and self-reliant, whereas boys raised by men tend to associate cats with words like unpredictable, intimidating, neat freak, and controlling. The facts speak for themselves. The boys in the second group are 10 times more likely to survive a feline encounter. Yeah, they're not talking about felines. They're not talking about house cats. Yeah, we get it. Oh yeah, let's go skip that. Sorry. um, so yeah, it opens up with a story about a guy whose girlfriend turned into a cat and attacked him, and he barely escaped with his life. Relied on his training, and surprised I was able to use the distraction to my advantage and curl into a ball. This protected my major organs from mauling. She clawed at my back and arm, but eventually lost interest. When she was gone, I used an electrical cord to tourniquet my leg and I called 911. Dana is still missing. Me, I'm just happy to be here. Yeah, it has a little, like when you get a magazine, when you buy one off the rack and it has the subscription cards, stuffed in. Yeah, it even has that. Astro Defense here. His future is in your hands. Yeah, if you live with females, you're exposed to estrogen. Stay safe. And yeah, then you have the top 20, I keep saying top 20. I'm trying to say 12 and 10 at the same time. I did that in the previous take of this video. The top 12 survival tools for boys. And you got your camping gear, gauze, more gauze, useful how-to handbook, distraction tool, which is catnip spray. Yeah. Prepare for adventure, cat defense cap. My son Henry loves CDC. Now he won't stop foraging. Thanks, CDC. See you this summer. Parent of camper. Are you reading the telltale signs? And yeah, here is the ears, how to tell, how to read the tails. Yeah, I have something I'd like to point out here. It's been said, it was just said earlier on, or somewhere else in here. Yeah, I read this. Some of it I skimmed, granted, because this is. But they say that when a woman in the universe turns into one of these felines because of Toxoplasmosis X, that she's just going to pounce on you, and you're not going to have a chance to really fight back or react too much. You're not going to have a chance to, do the cute things of, reading the moods or reading the tales. They're always posed to attack. You're not going to see them in a relaxed state. So yeah, they're just taking a cat how-to guide body language thing. Yeah, Butters, I know, right? I should read this so I know how to react to you. Surprisingly, Butters is not crawling all over the book. So yeah, this doesn't make any sense. We have this guy who's written a book, The Secret Language of Cats. Get your copy before it sells out. Order today. And this page right here, I will say, is about the only worthwhile page because it talks more about Toxo-X. Um, do panthers get better? Symptoms that are self-limiting and even left untreated will fade after 3 to 5 days. Unfortunately, once someone has entered feline stage Toxo-X, the condition becomes chronic, and the afflicted will experience outbreaks on a 28-day cycle for 3 to 4 decades. So, when a woman turns into a panther, she stays a panther for a few days and then turns back to a regular woman, and unless she's treated, I guess, with the estrogen drinks, she has a chance to become a panther again. But yeah, I say this page is the only good page because it gives you some more details on what Toxo-X is, in universe. So yeah, I'm going to probably skip some stuff here. I mean, I have to for copyright, and we got this guy here, Joe. What's it say? Joe Jebsen, scat tracker and poop expert. Yeah, right on the nose. I did go back to the previous issue, to the first issue, excuse me, where they had the scat team, and they did have the guy in the Boy Scout uniform, and he was this black dude. I remember him being white, but when I went back, looked, yeah. So yeah, he's the guy that was featured in the first issue. You see him in the third issue, giving the hand signals, go, that kind of thing. And yeah, let me tell you, as someone who spends some time in the woods, hiking, yeah, you learn a lot about animal droppings. They can tell you an awful lot. So, it's not just severed finger, ha ha ha. That's kind of funny, but no, it's not funny at all. But yeah, there's a lot to learn from scat. So don't don't ever diss that. I can tell you can learn a lot from that. And of course, we have the stay safe at home expert column. My sister's always lurking in my house. How do I make her go away? Yeah, can I run away? Yeah, no. Yeah, bait cat early warning system. Yeah, the alert signals and girl grievance. Submit this report to your school counselor. I would like to report, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, like I said, this is propaganda, basically, in universe given to boys. And it even ends at the end of the back cover is, subscribe to Catfight. Yeah, it has a litter box of letters to the editor that they actually wrote, Dear Catfight, I'm writing to point out a mistake in your last issue, about the Astro Pop doesn't come in that flavor. Thank you. Catfight regrets the error. It has horoscopes and Virgo. Be patient. Yeah, and this, when people say that someone's lost the plot, it usually means that their story has gone off the rails and it's just kind of gone off in a weird direction. This book literally lost the plot. I can't even review this. This isn't a comic. It's supposed to be parody, and I I thought maybe Chelsea Cain was doing this Maneater's book as I was given the benefit of the doubt. I know asked me about my feminist agenda, but I thought she was doing this maybe as parody. Maybe this was shitposting the comic book. She was trolling everyone by seeing how extreme she could go and get away with it. And she tries to be funny. She's not really funny. At least we don't have "The Lion Sleeps Tonight." Everyone's singing that in this book, which. I don't know. Does Image have editors? Why did they do this? Now, okay, the idea of showing Catfight magazine in the comic is not a bad idea. What it should have been done is at the end of each issue, show like a couple pages, like one of the articles be, an excerpt from Catfight Winter Edition, or, a few pages. No, instead we get dead samurai poetry. We get a map of, the safe places in the house with bloody cat paws. They were trying everything they could to fill the book. And, the previous issue had that one old tampon instruction booklet, which was a real thing. I found it on the internet, that they filled up almost an entire page, like about 80% of a page. And then, of course, like I said, they've had dead samurai poetry. They had the map, and those are just off the top of my head. No, you put a little bit, if you want to use this, you put a little bit of that into the books at the end. A little bit of this magazine at the end. This is stupid. This is dumb. I can't even... Now I know why people say I literally can't even. I don't know how to describe this. I can't review this. It's not a comic. It literally does not move the story along. This is, hey, look how clever we are. Oh boy, aren't we smart? Ha ha, look at this. The people at my shop, my alternate shop, the one lady loves this book. She's the one that was really trying to push me to buy this cover, which, I'm a black cat lover. I think stylistically this is a cool cover. But she hadn't had a chance to read this yet. And I wish she had, because I would love to know what she had thought. I have talked 16 minutes now about a comic that's not even a comic. It is a parody. It's a parody of a magazine in the universe. And I mean, I gotta give them credit. They went full hog. It's a good looking parody. I mean, even down to the little subscription cards that would be in a magazine that fall out every time you open it. The only thing this needs is to be scented like a cat litter for a scratch and sniff ad, like a perfume magazine. This is stupid. This is a bad idea. And Maneaters has been bad. And part of this, me buying this every issue, is a sick curiosity to see how bad this book could get. And it hasn't disappointed in that regard. But this, I don't think it can top it. It literally lost the plot. It stopped covering its own story. It stopped caring about its own story. Even Butters has not tried walking across this issue. And she loves walking across my comics. She's staying over there. She wants no part of this. I just... 6 o'clock, full 6 o'clock. I can barely turn my wrist all this way. And it's just... This is dumb. If I was outside, I'd tear the cover off and light it on fire because I like the cover. At least that's cool looking. Oh goodness, I just skip this. Just skip it. I can't even say anything else about it. I'm gobsmacked at this garbage. And she thinks she was so clever and so funny, and this is what we get. This is it. Staring me in the eyes. I can just stare at this all night long because this cover is... Had this been 20-some pages of this cover, it would be a much better read. And maybe like on the 12th page, one of the eyes could be winking at you. And then the last page could be the cat's asshole, because that's what this book is. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And since this is a short week, holiday week, I'm going to start catching up on stuff. As you can hear, my voice is holding out a little bit more. Still cutting out a little bit here and there, but it's getting better. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. And I just want to point out, somehow I was able to talk 19 minutes about a book that's not even a comic. Amazing. I simply stunning. This is a new record for me. So, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.